Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. Let's get to Eamon Javers with some breaking news today on the Supreme Court. Morning, Eamon.
Good morning, Carl. A big tax ruling here from the Supreme Court this morning. The case is Moore versus the United States. The ruling is 7-2, and the ruling upholds here a section of the 2017 Trump tax law. That section was called the mandatory repatriation tax on foreign holdings. It's a one-time tax, and it was being challenged in the Supreme Court under the grounds that the U.S. Constitution did not give the U.S. government the ability to tax overseas holdings on gains that had not been realized. The court today saying, in fact, that law is constitutional. That tax will be allowed to stay in place. And the significance of this, Carl, is twofold. One is the potential for any future Congress to enact a wealth tax, as Elizabeth Warren and some others on Capitol Hill have been arguing for. If this ruling had not gone this way this morning, that effort would have been weakened. As it is now, this will not stand as a roadblock for any potential future wealth tax that Congress might contemplate. And the other question here was simply Congress's taxing authority more broadly. If the Supreme Court were to undermine this particular element of tax law, there were some questions about how much that would cost the United States and how many other elements of tax law under this precedent would then be subject to challenges of their own, and how much lost revenue at a time of soaring deficits for the United States that would result in. One estimate here, Carl, said that if this had not been in place, it could cost the U.S. government $340 billion over the next decade, just on this one particular element of the 2017 tax law. So clearly huge amounts of money at stake in this case. The Supreme Court here now deciding that the tax law is constitutional and people will have to pay those taxes. Carl, back over to you.